I actually got this request from one of my subscribers, so let's go ahead and get started. I actually have some of the ingredients right here. I have no idea what I'm about to do. I'm making this recipe up on the fly actually, but I'm using up the ingredients in my pantry. So we'll see what I can come up with. First things first, rice. This isn't, I have no idea how much rice this is. This is the cup that I used to measure it though. I'm gonna warn you right now, I don't measure anything at all, ever. I just cook from the heart, and usually it turns out amazing anyway, so yeah. And next ingredient I have is pineapple here. Just some pineapple rings. There weren't any good pineapples at the grocery store when I went, so I just bought canned. Use what you have. Use what you can get your hands on. This is the juice from said pineapple. I'm probably gonna attempt to make a glaze with this. And then I have some Brussels sprouts, which I know a lot of people aren't a fan of, but I'm still gonna show y'all how I make those too. Okay. So I found some other ingredients that I could use, which I'm very excited about. I found some parsley, and I found some green onion. These aren't looking too good, so of course we have to use these up before they go bad. We use reduce recycle, and then I have some lime. Those are all definitely going to get used up. Oh my gosh, this is that worked out so perfectly. I love it here. Okay. And as far as seasonings go, I kind of want this to add a little bit more of spicy flavor. So I'm going to use some red crushed pepper. I'm going to use some Old Bay seasoning classic, and I'm going to use some jerk seasoning. This has, it just says sauce, spices and salt, but I assumed whatever spices you put in your Caribbean or West Indian food, it's the same stuff. So alright, and once the fish is thawed out, I will show y'all that too. It's actually in the fridge right now. I have the other ingredients. Okay. And once the fish is thawed out, I'm going to show y'all that too. But right now I'm going to have myself a glass of wine. PSA. Glass of wine a day keeps the heart trouble away. 1 second. Yeah, so I like to have about a 6 to 8 ounce glass of wine. Oh, child, somebody, I better watch myself. I like to have a glass of 6 to 8 ounces of wine a night to get in my antioxidants. It's really important for your blood, to keep your blood clean, keep your arteries nice and, healthy. But yeah, that's my little tip for the day. The more you know. But I feel like that's common knowledge. But you never know. Anyway, how's y'all's day today? I never asked actually. I guess, yeah, that's good. I guess, yeah, when you don't respond, either way. And by the way, this is Filet Rosa Black Cherry. I've actually never tried this kind before, but someone recommended it to me, so I did. It's actually pretty good. It's a lot better than I thought it was, because I really am not a fan of red wine blends. I don't know why whenever I drink them I get a headache. I don't know if at first I thought it was cherry, but I'm thinking it's plum that I don't like. But because this is really good. I just realized how dark in here it was. Hopefully y'all can still enjoy the show. But I'm going to be cooking the Brussels sprouts first, since since the fish hasn't thawed out yet. So I'm going to go ahead and start by putting these on the stovetop. Okay, so we have the rice and the Brussels sprouts on. In order to cook the rice, what I did was I went ahead and put the stove on high or medium-high heat, and I went ahead and put the rice in there. I put 1 part rice, 2 parts water, and I am going to wait for it to come to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, I'm going to lower it down to just a simmer, and Then it's going to stay on the stove for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's done. Nice and white and fluffy. The Brussels sprouts aren't too exciting. They're just in the pan heating up. Obviously, you know, they're steaming, looking good, looking pretty, looking vibrant, looking green. And we're just going to sit and wait for those to get somewhat done. And then we're going to start seasoning. Okay, so I actually forgot to show y'all my veggie prep, but this is it. It's not actually too much just because it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm having dinner right now and I'm really just not trying to do too much. So here I have half a lime, I have some parsley, and I have green onion all chopped. I wanted to maybe make a remoulade. I really think that would complement this dish, but at the same time I really don't think it would go well with the pineapples. That's my only concern, but we'll see. Alright, so now I have my fish out of... I really almost got started with that, you guys. So right here I have my codfish. I have two beautiful pieces of fish. This is a smaller square shaped one, and this is a nice slender fillet. So I'm going to take some olive oil and put just enough to coat the fish, and I'm going to sprinkle with Old Bay and this Jamaican seasoning. Oh my gosh, how did I forget? Well, now I think about it, I forgot for a reason. I don't need it. Ooh. If you want to sneeze anyway, season. Okay, and then lastly, crush your pepper. You want to flip it over. Do the same thing. I realize I'm going to have to wash these when I'm done. Anyway, that's enough of that. Some of that, and then just like a touch more oil. Just enough for it to stick. So I'm going to just rub those down. You can marinate this. I don't think fish has to be marinated. It's a very delicate protein, so not really much needs to be done to it for it to be delicious. So I'm gonna season all the sides and everything. Pick up our plate, season from the plate, and be careful. Y'all don't need to over season this, but you don't need to over season meat just because it can burn when you cook it. So just keep that in mind. Be careful with that. So I'm gonna go rinse my hands and get this in the pan. Okay, so we have our pan heating up with a little bit of olive oil on it, and we're going to go ahead and put the fish down. Now, if this had skin on it, obviously, skin side down. Ooh, I need a better angle. Anyway, yeah. Honestly, I would recommend waiting for your pan to get a little bit hotter than this. I kind of put it in a little too early because it's not sizzling how it's supposed to be, but y'all get the point. So here's the fish in the pan, and we're gonna let it brown on both sides. Probably about maybe 3 minutes. Flip it, do it for another 2, and we're gonna check the middle to see, make sure it's nice and tender and not dry. Alright, so I completely forgot to show y'all the fish when I was taking off the stove, but I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how I'm going to get this glaze started. So I'm going to take my pineapple juice, a little sweetener, and some seasonings and see what I can do with this. Okay, so I'm going to pour this pineapple juice into the pan. I might actually need a little bit of water to go with this so it's not just a straight sugar syrup. And I'm going to go ahead and put some honey and Lari seasoning. Pork rub. This is going to give it a really good umami flavor. And I'm also going to add some honey for some sweetness. Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna take the pineapples and put them in the glaze. Usually I would grill them first, but we don't have time for that. I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple in here. And we're gonna let that simmer. I'm probably gonna put a little bit of water in here because I kind of let the sauce reduce too much. But yeah. Alright guys, so I'm here to show you the final product. I know y'all can see a big mess behind me right now, but that's just what you gotta deal with when you're a chef anyway. So this is what I was able to come up with. This is the Brussels sprouts and the glaze with the rice in the bottom. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I went crazy with the glaze. It is delicious, and I'm gonna actually take a bite for you guys. So let's go ahead and grab a spoon, the same spoon that I used to make this glaze, and dig in. Of course, gotta get a little bit of everything. The pineapple. Of course, I made it. It's tasty. I got the I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not eating this for dinner. I'm having this for lunch tomorrow. I really wanted that remoulade that I talked about, so I made it into a sandwich, 2 pieces of white bread. So, not tilapia cod, and I have something in my face. My face. Alright, so this was actually perfect. I got the nice balance that I wanted between the acid and the sweetness in the glaze. The pineapples actually came out really, really nice and soft, but not fall apart. They came out really tender, but also firm at the same time to keep that bite. I got a beautiful char, beautiful char on the Brussels sprouts. I don't know how well you could see that, but just beautiful, amazing. Alright guys, well thank you for watching my video. Oh, let me see. I mean, I guess I already ate it, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your night. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you guys later. Bye.